Cavaliers already with a focused look on their faces as they arrived early, planning on a strong performance. A look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And for Cleveland, they've got Colin Sexton. Thompson is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Windler in at the shooting guard. Here's Drummond. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there, and that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick and roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. Love looking around. Shot from free throw range. That's good on the jump shot.
Great use of that mid-range area by Love. With that simple jumper, he can really shoot a high percentage.
Fultz with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's the pass to Thompson. And stolen by Gordon. And there's Fultz on the assist by Gordon.
Much respect to Fultz for his attitude. Even when he gets bumped around, he stays with it. Superb body control.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back. Boy, the deceptively long reach of Fournier, he really extends his release going into the defense off the drop.
The Magic shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Sexton finds Thompson. Oh, good on that one. Great D that time from Vucevic.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Fournier passes to Fultz. Drummond working against Gordon. Back to Fultz. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Sexton attacking. Vucevic with the block. Fultz against Drummond. And finished off by Fultz.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You know, having a point guard who can block shots is a luxury. Sexton with terrific timing and reach on that one.
And Vucevic kicks to Gordon. Passes it to Fultz. And here is Isaac. Just 5 on the clock. They get it back. Here's the 3. A fresh 14 for Orlando. Pass to Fultz. Now here's Fournier. Defense right on him. Fast break. Here they come. Looking to end the run. Windler with the bucket.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Fultz looking around. Now here's Fournier. He's guarded closely. From about 16, Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Love.
And Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball.
For the Magic, Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Here's Drummond. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
Orlando leading by 4. Ross kicks to Augustine. Pass to Fournier. To the inside. The pass to Ross. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Nice shot there by Bamba.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Porter passes to Drummond. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. 11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. They get the rebound. And Drummond kicks to Garland. Stolen by Bamba. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Orlando.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Bamba. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustine. And it's Vucevic and it's Ennis in at the 3 slot.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getter, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time scored. Boy, establishes position with the strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Garland with it, now guarded by Ennis. Ennis on the double team. Now, here's Garland, guarded by Augustine, and Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 6.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Porter.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Augustine passes to Bamba. Now, Ross. Good on the shot. Ross has got 4 points in the quarter.
You've got to make Ross a passer in that pick and roll. I mean, he's a better scorer than he is a playmaker.
To the middle. Here's Drummond. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Porter against Ross. He dishes it to Vucevic. Back to Ross. Kicks it to Augustine. Clock at 4. And it's Vucevic in the corner. And stolen by Drummond. Now Cleveland moving it up. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Porter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Passes it to Ennis. Augustine up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Vucevic. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Osman. And Nance kicks to Drummond. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And here's Fultz. He's got 8. Dishes it to Gordon. Back to Fultz. Isaac against Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Isaac passes to Carter Williams. That shot misses.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Sexton finds Thompson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Fultz with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. Fultz against Drummond. Fultz the pass to Isaac to end the cold streak, and Isaac throws it down.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Count it.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Larry Nance is checked in for Cleveland. Here's Windler, guarded by Fultz, and stolen by Fournier. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Here's Windler. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. We're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the ruling has to be that he did not beat the buzzer with that shot.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And guys, for the Cavaliers, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
well, they've been great at
And that'll do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Cleveland, Andre Drummond is out there with Thompson. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Windler in at the two-guard position. Love against Isaac. And it's Love penetrating. Count it. Good. Drummond's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Cleveland. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Sexton up top, guarded by Fultz. Pass to Windler. Shot clock at 5. It's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Sexton against Fultz. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, and you know, it's important that Fultz continue to develop his in-between game because he knows when to pull up.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Inside, Drummond. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Drummond's got 14.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now here's Fultz. He's got 10. Vucevic finds Gordon. Fultz with the ball. Fournier for 3. Rebound Andre Drummond.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. We got to appreciate that stop.
Now Augustine, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Garland dishes to Thompson. Porter against Ross. Lobbed up there.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Augustine looking around. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul. Larry Nance is checked in for Kevin Love. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Isaac comes in for Ennis. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Augustine. Now here's Carter-Williams. D right on him. For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Kept alive. Goes back up. And here is Garland. He kicks it to Thompson. Over Gordon, and it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Cavaliers leading. Right side, Porter. Pass to Osman. Now, here's Thompson. Carter-Williams covering. Lays it up off the glass. Thompson's got the lead up to 4 now for Cleveland.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And finished off by Porter.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, with his athleticism, you like to see Ross attacking the defense like that.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Oh, my God, I just got that.
And both free throws good for Ross.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Garland. He feeds it to Nance. He can't hit that time. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 4. And when we return, we'll get the... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Terrence Ross, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Back to Ross. Down low. To the inside. Vucevic trying to get open. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Gordon. And it's Sexton penetrating. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Carter-Williams kicks to Ross. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. So for the Magic, Fournier's checked in for Ross. And it's Fulton for Michael Carter-Williams. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Fultz against Sexton. Drummond passes to Sexton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Vucevic.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond gets the ball in there, it's game over.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Magic trail by 4. Fournier passes to Fultz. To the middle, and Vucevic kicks to Fournier. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Like to see Fournier drawing contact on his shots. I mean, he's a crafty player who gives defenses a lot of problems.
And he's good on the second. Here's Sexton. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Windler, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Gordon. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Windler, the pass to Sexton. Love against Isaac. Here's Windler. The shot from 20 feet away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Big shot player Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Fournier dishes to Gordon. Fires from deep. Fournier's shot is off.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Isaac finds Fultz. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I like to say a guy making a shot like that, Fultz has the clutch gene. Doesn't shy away from the big moment.
Now, here's Sexton. Yep, that one goes.
It's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Fultz against Sexton. Gordon trying to break loose, and the shot goes in from Fultz.
Raise the roof for Fultz. Get those hands up for him now. Excels at taking over during key possessions.
Outside, Sexton. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac passes to Gordon. Back to Isaac. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Fultz with the ball. Back to Vucevic. And 2 free throws coming up. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
And because of the combination of strength and blazing speed, Sexton can get to the line at a high rate.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Bring both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Here's Fultz. Gordon trying to break loose. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Now Love. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Fournier for 3. It's off. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. And the pass to Fultz. He kicks it to Fournier. Brooks grabs the board.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And that one's good. Morant.
As good a playmaker as he is a scorer. Winslow with great patience and great vision.
Now here's Fournier. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
To the wing on the left. Fultz against Morant. Morant comes with the double team. Clock at 6. Gordon finds Fournier. Traps in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Morant against Fultz. Morant's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Fournier against Morant, and he makes that one. Fournier's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Here's Morant. Over Fultz. Morant with another miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Stolen by Brooks. Morant against Fournier, and it's sent back by Isaac, and stolen by Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Pass to Fournier, the 3. The Magic getting another chance here.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Morant, and they get it. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Fournier finds Isaac. To the wing right side. And here's Fultz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Vucevic the pass to Isaac. They get it back.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Morant. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Fultz looking around. Feeds it to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Fultz is not just looking to score the ball. He also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Fournier against Brooks. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Magic score.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 9 points. It's rebounded by Fultz. Gordon, the pass to Fournier. Gets it off. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Orlando, Ennis out there with Mohamed Bamba. And it's Vucevic, then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Augustine in at the point guard.
What we've seen with Kyle Anderson, he's a below-average athlete, but has great timing on his drives.
Augustine up top. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Clark, the pass to Anderson. Here's Gutteridge. Back to Anderson. Off with the layup. The Magic shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And Augustine kicks to Ennis. Stolen. Here's Melton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Augustine looking around. Now here's Jones. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now Bamba pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And a solid athlete at his size. Bamba isn't bashful at taking it to the rack and drawing the foul.
The Magic shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago. About 77% from the line.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Augustine. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Just 3 to shoot. Jones drives in. Rebound by the Magic.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Carter Williams with it. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Bamba. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And right now, Bamba is still working on the offensive side, but the intent is there, able to draw that foul.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Orlando also making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for James Ennis. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Ross. Morant against Carter Williams. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Morant. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Outside Fournier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Magic making a change here. Fultz is checked in. And so Fournier nails both of them. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. It's Morant with the drive. Isaac with the steal. And here we go. Fultz heading to the basket. And finished off by Fultz.
Take a look at Isaac there, just patrolling the passing lanes, outstanding at knowing when to anticipate that pass.
Up top, Morant. Carter Williams covering. Jackson finds Valanciunas. Back to Jackson, and stolen by Gordon. And there's the pass to Carter Williams. Fultz against Morant. It's Fournier on the wing. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Hey, guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Magic. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Morant drives in. Here's Jackson out to Brooks. Pass to Winslow. Back to Brooks. A second chance effort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Orlando with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. Things were going Orlando's way from the beginning. Some major league offense and defense. And that's going to...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant passes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Morant against Isaac. There's Winslow. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Using that solid frame inside, Winslow draws the foul.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader, because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. Fournier dishes to Gordon. It's Fournier on the wing, guarded by Morant. The offensive rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Winslow. And here's Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Valanciunas.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Gordon, the pass to Fournier. Back to Gordon. And the layup is good. Gordon's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Morant outside. Looking to get it going. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Now Fultz. Over Valanciunas. That one rolling around and rims out. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Over to the left wing. It's stolen by Vucevic. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Fultz against Morant. Passes it to Jackson. Shoots over Isaac. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Jackson's got his second bucket.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And let's also add, he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Morant scanning the floor. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
When you earn your keep inside, you get used to fighting through contact. Valanciunas getting it done.
Fournier against Winslow. Fournier pass to Gordon. Isaac outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Fournier, and it's good for 2. Fournier's got 11 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times. He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Here's Morant, and it's Memphis with another.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Outside Fournier. Tipped away. Stolen by Brooks. There's Winslow. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Magic leading by. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so here's Memphis. It's a 10-point game. And here's Jones, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
So on the floor for Orlando, Michael Carter-Williams is out there with DJ Augustin. Then it's Ennis. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Bamba in at the 5, roaming the paint. 4 on the clock. Snatched away. Here's Anderson. Passes it to Melton. Back to Anderson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Now here's Ross. He dishes it to Bamba. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
That free throw good from Ross. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for James Ennis. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Augustine against Jones. To the left wing. Here's Gutter. And Bamba pulls it down. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Here's Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic has checked in. Gordon hits both of them. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Magic leading by 12. The feed now to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. The putback, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got the lead up to 14 now for Orlando.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Carter-Williams with it. Jones covering. It's stolen. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. And slam dunk by Clark.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Ross with it. Elbow shot. It's Clark with the rebound. The pass to Melton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:44 left to play here in the 4th. To the paint. Here's Fournier. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Magic lead by 12.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Valanciunas finds Morant. Here's Winslow. He's covered by Isaac. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Clock at 4. And Vucevic pulls it down. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Orlando.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Vucevic.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Pass to Fournier. There's 25 seconds left in the game. But they get it back.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Gordon with the defensive effort. Left side Fournier from the wing. No good. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. with...
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. A look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac into the 3. And for New Orleans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. Now here's Fournier. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Here's Williamson. Out to Ingram. Baseline J on the way. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Fournier against Ingram. Fournier passes to Fultz. Back to Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Vucevic. And the rejection by Favors. And now the Pelicans on the break. Holiday is running. It's stolen by Fultz. Here's Vucevic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, his mobility is really surprising for a 7-footer when you look at Vucevic. He really takes it strong to the basket when he gets a lane.
Now here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's the Magic with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
It's good.
Well, I like the determination of Ingram. I mean, maintaining control on the drive despite the obvious contact.
Fournier passes to Fultz. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Yep, it counts.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Fultz looking around. Pass to Isaac. It's Fournier on the wing, guarded by Holiday.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Kicks it out to Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Guys, Augustine's so good at staying under control on these difficult finishes. Great focus from the veteran.
Here's Hart. Misses in close.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Augustine. And both free throws good for Ross.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba, but his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
Here's Carter Williams. Magic working now with the new shot clock. Ross finds Carter Williams. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Another miss by Orlando. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hart the pass to Mellon. Count that bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The pass to Ross. Inside, Gordon, and he converts the layup.
I think getting Gordon to operate in pick and roll sets is wise. I mean, he's got a big body, which can cause problems for the defense. And his rolls, because of his athleticism and good footwork, are terrific.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent and just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic has checked in.
The Syracuse alum, Carter Williams, a combo guard with really outstanding court vision and excellent speed.
Hayes the pass to Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
So for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson comes in for Jackson Hayes. And it's Holiday in for Jackson. Isaacs checked in for the Magic. Evan Fournier comes in for James Ennis. Here's Redick. And the Pelicans miss again. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. And a switcher also for Orlando. Fultz is checked in. Elbow shot is on the way. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Fournier's got his first basket of the night. Ball with it. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And it's Okafor missing. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 6. Stolen by Holiday. And now the Pelicans on the break. Ahead near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Pelicans keep it alive. Tries again. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Favors is checked in. DJ Augustine's checked in for the Magic. New Orleans leading by 9. Williamson left side. The Magic shooting just 31% in the game. Fultz kicks to Augustine. Yep, that one goes in there.
And I like how crafty Augustine gets in the pick and roll. Outstanding at reading what's available and taking advantage of the defense's mistakes.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experienced, calming effect veteran he is. Boy, so smart and relentless on the offensive glass. Seems to me that Vucevic has that extra sense of tracking down missed shots. Seems to just have a nose for the ball.
Wasted no time on that one. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pass.
Fultz finds Augustine. 1:30 left in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
1:02 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Vucevic. It's Fournier on the wing. Over Holiday. Fournier's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 10. Ball kicks to Holiday. Favors in the post. Vucevic defending. Here's Williamson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Vucevic, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his third basket of the night right there.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They are leading by 12. Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
They've really worked.
And that...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. Fournier against Holiday.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Gordon. Williamson with the block.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Fournier for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Fultz heading to the basket. They grab their own miss.
clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And that one's good. Ingram.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Fultz the pass to Gordon. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Fultz against Ball. Fultz, no good. New Orleans leading by 12. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Fultz dishes to Fournier. Ball against Fultz. Feeds it to Gordon. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Derek Favors.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Nelly is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Passes to Williamson. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And the second chance effort by Gordon. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Here's Hart. And that one's good. Williamson's got 6 in the quarter.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding. Let him eat.
Here's Ross, and there's the feed to Bamba. Rebounded by Hart. Pelicans leading by 15. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Ross against Redick. Ross kicks to Bamba. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Ross. There's the triple. He can't get that one. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Hart. But they recover it. Outside Jackson. Stolen by Gordon. Launches the 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. DJ Augustine out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Pass to Ross. Taken away by Hayes. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. He feeds it to Reddick. There's the pass to Okafor. Stolen by Bamba. The dish now to Gordon. And Okafor with the block.
You've got to be cautious when Okafor's in the area. I mean, he's a giant. Not only is he big, but he's long. And that helps him block shots because of his good timing, too.
Just 5 on the clock. Augustine passes to Bamba. 2 points. That one goes.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
Pelicans leading by 18. Holiday surveying the floor. Right wing. And Hayes kicks to Holiday. Here's Okafor, and he lays it straight in. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
New Orleans making some changes here. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Drew Holiday. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And it's Fultz in for Augustine. Ingram outside. 3-pointer. And the Pelicans get it back. And Ball stays with it. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for New Orleans?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And it's Ingram missing. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Ross. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Fultz against Ball. Fultz dishes to Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. Left side, Gordon. Another miss by Orlando. Pelicans leading by 22. Ingram wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists now in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the wide open shot from Reddick. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Fultz. To the middle. Here's Gordon. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Nice seeing Gordon get it done over some pretty tight, stingy defense there, showing just how confident he is in the post.
Reddick with the bucket.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Brandon Ingram.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
The Magic have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9, and the shot goes in.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
There's Ball with the 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Outside Gordon. Outside Fournier. He kicks it to Fultz. And he drops it in from the low post.
And, you know, Fultz has great control on these floaters. Not an easy shot,
but he makes it look easy.
Vucevic against Favors. And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And here's Vucevic. Outside Fournier. Can't connect. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of...
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. And a lot of style coming off the Cavaliers buzzer. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point guard. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Garland. Back to Drummond. And then jammed down, and he goes right on top of Aaron Gordon.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Fournier pass to Fultz. Vucevic with it. Pass to Isaac. Here's Fournier. The shot's good. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Good.
Well, the agility, the mobility, the speed of Aaron Gordon in the fast break, just such a tough cover.
And Garland comes to help. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Cleveland with it. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Fournier. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. Shoots over Vucevic, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Vucevic.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Now here's Fournier. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Love wide open, he fires. No good with the triple. The Magic have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Fultz kicks to Gordon. For 3, Fournier. That shot, no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there. Vucevic with the block.
Well, the reach, the timing, Vucevic using all of that 7'4" wingspan to turn that shot away.
Here's Gordon, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Here's Windler. That shot is off. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is his ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
Now here's Ross, following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Ross passes to Gordon, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Orlando making some changes. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ennis comes in for Isaac, and it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. Now, here's Garland. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Count it.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Magic leading by 7. Now, Ross. out left to the wing. Orlando moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. From 8. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now here's Garland. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, give Darius Garland credit for looking to score. He forces the defense into action.
And so he hits both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Stolen by Thompson. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And finished off by Porter.
Well, they've decided to give Tristan Thompson a little bit more opportunity to handle the ball, and what a pretty delivery there.
Feeds to Vucevic. Pass to Carter Williams. Porter with the steal. There's Garland. And he comes up with the deuce. Garland's got 6 points.
I like the toughness required on that finish by Darius Garland. Boy, oh boy, that was nice. The willingness to mix it up on the interior, so important.
Ennis. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic lead by. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Sexton. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. Here's Windler. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
Now here's Ross. Tight defense on him. Over Nance. Ross dishes to Vucevic. A 3-ball. Porter pulls it in. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And it's Sexton penetrating. And Bamba pulls it down.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And Vucevic kicks to Carter Williams. "20 feet out. And it's Orlando with another.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Windler, the pass to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Magic. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Sexton's shot is good.
Anytime you get points in transition, you are thrilled. You can see the speed of Sexton on display.
Up top, Ross. He feeds it to Bamba. Shot clock at 6. Nance against Ross. Goes back up. Bamba kicks to Carter Williams. Ennis taking his time here. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Magic lead by 3.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Sexton the pass to Windler. 1:15 left in the first half. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Ennis passes to Ross. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Ross kicks to Bamba. Unloads from 13. Cavaliers with the rebound. Here's Sexton. Out to Nance. He dishes it to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Thompson with the jam.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
30 seconds left now here in the second. And here is Ross. Carter Williams with it. Now guarded by Porter. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And it's Carter Williams, that time on the assist by Ennis. Carter Williams has got his second basket.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Left side, Sexton. Nance outside. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Orlando out in front, up 3. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. The period came to a close with them holding a... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Back to Fournier. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Fournier against Sexton. Fournier dishes to Fultz. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. For 3, Fournier. Offensive rebound.
How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
Here's Love from the arc. Good on the triple. Love's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Outside Fournier. Vucevic the pass to Fournier. Basket good.
If you give Evan Fournier the kind of space necessary, he will drain it on you. That's pretty.
Passes it to Garland. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. DJ Augustine's checked in for Vucevic. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Well, just 6'2", but the vertical for Colin Sexton, nicely done.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's sent back by Drummond. The Cavaliers, another fast break opportunity here. Pass to Love. To the inside, and it's Drummond with the jam.
What you love about this is there's an unselfish nature to Kevin Love's game, and I believe that's contagious.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Fournier dishes to Gordon to stop the run. Love grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 6. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Fultz with the ball. It's over Garland, and that one's drained from the low block. Fultz has got his first 2 points. 1:06 left in the third quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know what you love about Darius Garland's potential? It's as a scorer in this league, right? He's so aggressive. He plays assertively. And that, to me, is the key for young players.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Drummond. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Sexton. Here's Augustine. And he gets the bucket. Augustine's got his second bucket of the game to go.
What a finish from DJ Augustine. At 6 feet or less, you've got to have that floater game in your bag of tricks.
Garland, and he makes good on the layup. Garland's got the lead up to 8 now for the Cavs.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Gordon kicks to Augustine. Here is Ross. Back to Augustine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Osman. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Garland. 11 seconds left in the third. And it's blocked by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 10. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Drummond. Garland is out there at quarter. And it's Windler in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
Here's Windler, defended by Gordon. The pass to Garland. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Here's Gordon. He can't get that one to fall. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Garland the pass to Porter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Windler. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Stolen by Garland. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Back to Osman. The shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Passes it to Ross. Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. Now here's Ross. Now the feed to Vucevic. Left side, Porter. From close range, and the shot goes down.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Magic trail by 16. Ross kicks to Fultz. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And here is Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Boy, there aren't many who can finish better at the rim on the move than Terrence Ross. How about the finish?
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Fultz brings the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Pass to Osman. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Drummond. Pass to Windler. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland gets it back. Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Fultz. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Now here's Ross. He's covered closely. And Ross with the slam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Fultz finds Isaac. Back to Fultz. Ross on the wing. On the wing, Gordon. And he gets it to go.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Cavaliers.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Darius Garland.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Isaac passes to Fultz. 17 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Osman. He kicks to Garland. From deep. Off the mark.
I love Terrence Ross is trying to affect the shot-making ability of his opponent. He can be a pest.
starting lineup. This is the Memphis Grizzlies.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And that one goes long.
High percentage look for him, but bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Orlando with the ball. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. Fournier with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Vucevic, that shot off. Nice D from Valanciunas. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Brooks has got the ball.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Fultz looking around. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And stolen by Fournier. And now Orlando on the break. Fultz kicks to Vucevic. Outside Fournier. Five on the clock. Out to the right wing. Fultz with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. On the wing, Winslow. Memphis moving that ball around. Valanciunas inside. Vucevic on him. No good from Valanciunas. Isaac kicks to Fultz. Outside Gordon. Isaac. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Guys, you got to respect the activity level of Isaac, a young mobile big who knows how to keep plays alive.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project him to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now here's Morant. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Ross for three. That one doesn't drop, and it's Memphis the other way. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. Morant looking around. Back to Brooks. Second shot opportunity. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. Morant against Augustine. And it's Morant missing. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Augustine in the corner. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Shoots it. And that one's good. Brooks.
If you were as strong as Brooks, you'd also be aggressive inside.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 2. And Vucevic kicks to Ross. Now Augustine, no points in the game yet for him. Morant with it. 3-pointer. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. At the end of 1, a closely contested. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with Carter Williams, and it's Ennis in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Gutteridge. He's guarded by Ross. Out to the wing. A nice shot by Gutteridge.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Bamba. Dishes it to Gordon. Pass to Carter Williams. Over Anderson. No good off the back of the rim.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, the young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he fell to 21.
Now the pass to Bamba. Here's Gutteridge. Covered by Bamba. Offensive rebound. Here's Clark. Second chance shot. No good at the rim. The Magic trail by 4. Right side, Gordon. To the paint. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So for the Magic, Evan Fournier comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Fulton for Terrence Ross. Pass to Melton. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Winslow dishes to Jackson. Fournier pulls it down.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Carter Williams, the pass to Bamba. Back to Carter Williams. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's a heady play from MCW. High basketball IQ, makes good decisions in the pick and roll.
Here's Melton. Can't hit that one. The Magic go the other way with it. Fultz finds Fournier. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. It's Fournier on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Fournier's got 5.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. He has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Jackson passes to Clark. He kicks to Winslow. Pass to Melton. Winslow dishes to Jackson. Good work there as it goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
As good a playmaker as he is a scorer, Winslow with great patience and great vision.
Carter Williams, the pass to Fultz. Now here's Ennis. It's Fournier on the wing. Back to Ennis. Over Clark. Bamba trying to break free, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Pass to Ennis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
For the Magic, Vucevic, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Carter Williams. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Then for the Grizzlies, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Clark. Brooks comes in for Melton. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. A floater. Another shot. And oh, the blocked shot grabs it out of the air. And even 3-on-3 break. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Augustine. It's Fournier on the wing. Connects in the foul line jumper. Fournier's got 7.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Morant drives in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Orlando out in front, up by 3. It's time now to... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, it was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Some good moments from both teams. And that should...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Gordon finds Fultz. Shoots over Morant. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Vucevic against Winslow. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Fultz. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Rocket 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot. For 3, Fournier. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Morant outside. Back to Brooks. For the lead. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Gordon, the pass to Fournier. And Winslow comes to help. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Kicks to Jackson. Morant outside. And that one, good. Morant's got 8.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Here's Fultz. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Orlando making some changes. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fournier.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
And here's Augustine. Pass to Vucevic. Just 4 to shoot. And yes, it's good. And the Magic lead by 1.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
To the inside. Ross with the steal. And here comes Augustine leading the fast break. That one goes. Count it. Bamba's got his first points of the night.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Clark. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Orlando making some changes. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for Bamba. And Isaac subbed in for Augustine. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Memphis. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that overall athleticism of Fultz. Awesome at getting inside and finishing with power.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Jones. 43 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Fultz. That one drops for him. Fultz has got 6 points in the quarter.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Kicks it out to Jones. Valanciunas inside. He's guarded by Ross. Valanciunas, good.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
Fultz against Valanciunas. The putback, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 2nd basket of the game.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Magic lead by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Now here's Valanciunas. Down low. Vucevic with the block, and he gets it back. Morant outside. The putback, Valanciunas. It's good on the putback.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Ross kicks to Fultz. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Yes, and the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark. Evan Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. And Winslow subbed in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. A 2-point game. Now Fultz. Back to Gordon. He kicks it to Fultz. Back to Gordon. Over Jackson. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Fultz has got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Morant right side. Banked in off the glass.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. For 3, Fournier, rebounded by Jackson.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Morant's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Back to Fournier. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Some solid defense there from Jackson. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Morant against Fultz. And again, Ja Morant. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Rebounded by Valanciunas. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Out to Morant. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson has the open look. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. The shot's good from Fournier.
And everybody loves a big man that can pass. And Vucevic putting his vision on full display there.
Morant outside. Jackson. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Isaac passes to Fultz. Inside. The feed to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. Fultz kicks to Isaac. A 3-pointer, no good. And the Grizzlies shooting 43% from the field. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant.
And how active has Fultz been on D? You're not giving his man an inch. Effective at crowding the shooter.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
To the middle. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Fournier. They get the rebound. Out to the right wing. Fultz with the ball. Passes it to Fournier. 5 to shoot. Can't hit from 12. It's 2-on-1. From deep, Brooks. He's off from 3. Jackson passes to Brooks. Back to Jackson. Over Gordon. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small 4. Now here's Fournier. At the top of the key, Gordon. Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Just 5 to shoot. Fournier dishes to Fultz.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Holiday kicks to Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Ball kicks to Ingram. About a minute played so far here in the first. Can't hit from the elbow.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. Ingram left side. That's tipped. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gordon finds Fournier. Ball against Fultz. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Launches a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Boy, Vucevic so solid in all fundamentals of the game and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now here's Fournier.
Boy, you've got to corral Fournier on these pick and rolls. I mean, he just knows how to pick the defense apart if you don't.
On the wing, Holiday. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And Clark, you can see Nikola Vucevic following the trend of many other centers in our league. He's incorporating that three-point shot into his arsenal.
Well, how about these numbers, Greg? I mean, Vucevic was taking over 4 threes a game. That's like a perimeter player on some teams. I mean, he shoots a respectable clip from that range. But I think it's part of just trying to keep other centers honest as to why he shoots that many.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Ingram kicks to Williamson. And the 3 off target. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. To the inside. Fultz with the ball. And finished off by Fultz.
You got to clog up the clear lanes to the basket. You can't give him room to operate. When you do, Fultz scorches you with his speed.
Now here's Ball. They trail by 1. And it's Favors slamming it down. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Fournier against Holiday. Outside Fournier. Fultz against Ball. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Nobody is catching Ingram in the open floor. I mean, this guy is a speed merchant.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Back to Fournier. Over Holiday. Fournier's shot is off.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Kicks it out to Williamson. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And Ball stays with it. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
Even before Lonzo filled into his frame, he had a gift for rebounding. And the stronger he gets, I think the more of those he's going to come up with.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
Oh my goodness! That was special.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And Redick kicks to Hart. Back to Redick. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like John Moran, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right.
And that's a case where the deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
And they pick up 2. Ross has got 4 this quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The drive by Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the line for him here.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
And Orlando making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. The Magic trail by 5. And here's Augustine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Ross. And a missed layup. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. On the wing, Jackson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And Orlando has possession. The pass to Ross. Jacks up a 3. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Hayes, no good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The first one falls. And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for James Ennis. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Count that one. Vucevic has got it all tied up now for Orlando.
Comfortable operating near the basket. Vucevic has size plus touch. That's a nice recipe for scoring in multiple ways.
Ball kicks to Holiday. No good from outside. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Here's Augustine. Again, the Magic score.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
And finished off by Williamson.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Carter Williams, the pass to Fournier. That one's not going to go. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Here's Williamson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Gordon comes in for Michael Carter Williams. And it's Fulton for Augustine. And New Orleans also making a change. LA's checked in. Ball against Fultz. 6 to shoot. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Pelicans leading by 3.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And Ball slams it in.
Oh, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
To end the run. Up again, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. New Orleans on top. They're up by 3. And don't go.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that should do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Pelicans shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Fournier into the lane. And good that time. Fournier's got his second bucket.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Favors. Over in the corner, Williamson. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Poked away. Vucevic gets double teamed. Here's Fultz. 5 points in the game. Shoots over ball. Misses off the right iron. And Vucevic gets to Fournier. Over Holiday. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Fultz against Ball. And the shot is good. Fultz has got 7.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Outside, Ball. No good that time. And Orlando will come the other way. Bob pass to Gordon. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Ball finds Williamson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williamson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Now Fultz. 7 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Isaac passes to Fultz from outside the arc. Kept alive Orlando. Pelicans leading by 8. Passes to Favors. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. That's 7 points for Derek Favors.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. James Ennis comes in for Isaac, and it's Ross in for Evan Fournier. Up top, Fultz, guarded by Jackson. Fultz kicks to Bamba. Here's Ross. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You've got to make Ross a passer in that pick and roll. I mean, he's a better scorer than he is a playmaker.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Markelle Fultz. And the Pelicans also making a change. Melly is checked in for Derek Favors. .55 seconds left in the third quarter. Hart the pass to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Redick against Ross. Another miss by Orlando. Pelicans leading by 11. And here we go. Here's Hart. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Carter Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Ross with it, guarded now by Jackson. The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. Bamba kicks to Ennis. Pass to Carter Williams. Ross with it. Stolen by Jackson. And so it's New Orleans. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Terrence Ross, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. This is out there for Orlando. 6 on the shot clock. Carter-Williams dishes to Gordon. Just his first attempt. Redick with the rebound.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Now the pass to Melly. Outside, Redick. No good on the 3.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And then Gordon with the jump.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Holiday against Carter-Williams. Here's Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Carter-Williams finds Ross. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Orlando has possession. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Once again off the mark, Orlando. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And it's Williamson missing. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Fultz gets it to go.
Much respect to Fultz for his attitude. Even when he gets bumped around, he stays with it. Superb body control.
Ball against Fournier. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Ball. The kick out to Holiday. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Isaac with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Fultz the pass to Vucevic. He feeds it to Gordon. Stolen by Ball. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. Pass to Favors. Outside Holiday. It's Ingram on the wing. There's the triple. Gordon against Williamson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Pelicans lead by 15. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fultz. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Hard to overstate the muscle Fultz showed there. Excellent absorbing the contact on his way to the hoop.
And here is Ball. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Fultz. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Kicks it to Fournier. Launches it. They get it again. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays. And with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Pelicans.
few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zion Williamson.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Fournier against Holiday. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end his cold spell. A fresh 14 for Orlando. And Fournier kicks to Isaac. From outside, off the mark. It's deflected and stolen by Gordon. Vucevic dishes the faults. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And in the win, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps